Good morning, everybody. We are on the job. Check out this bad boy. Mad Moose is awesome. Got the dumping trailer all lettered up. Got some American flag. Hell yeah. Focus. There we go. Check out this this noise and mess we got going on. Delivery driver leaving Lakeside. Appreciate you. There's their pile of lumber and materials. So this is going to be roughly 8 feet by roughly 30 feet covered porch. Because if a guy stands back and gets you the widescreen here, hopefully you can hear me. This is the front of the house to the street. It's just flat and looks goofy. So we're getting rid of those. Put a nice covered porch on that matches the one around the corner. So guy always forgets to get pictures and video day one with the demo. So here's day one with demo. We got Tommy up there running the hammer. It's one of those hollow set of concrete stairs. They're painted back. But day one probably won't be here very long. The rain man is supposed to come around noontime and just wash us out again. So I'll get one towards the end of the day, show you all what was done. And we'll just every day at least get one video of this one and show you what we got going on. Until then, we'll see y'all later. All right, y'all, we were on the job, fixing to leave the job. So this is end of day 2. Got our permit over there in the winter. Yeah, right there. Feather came out and inspected our holes. We were good to go. That was fun right here. Look at the size of that son of a right there. Moses. Look at that guy was only about 3 inches, 4 inches down in that hole. That's why that's all disturbed. Fun, not really. Got our rim joists on, been flashed. Even though this is gonna have a roof over it, guy still likes to flash all that stuff. Just power vents right there for the furnace and the hot water tank. So we'll extendo those guys down. Going to rain all day tomorrow. That's fine, not really. So we'll be back here Friday, and gotta get another probably end of the day video. Hopefully by that time we'll have our posts up, have our floor joists in, and the guys gotta have another inspection on the framing. We'll put the deck on, and then we'll start up there on the roof. So we'll see you guys in the next one later on. All right, morning everybody. Back on the job. Hopefully you can hear me. It's windy as hell out today, Moses. So we got our rim joists up, and I haven't done too many, I don't know, tutorials, how-tos or whatever. Last deck we were in a bit of a yank, so guy figured to get you in here and show you what's shaking. So we got the rim joists up square level after try number 2. So hopefully the GoPro is working and I can show you a little bit of that. So let's see where we start here. Well, got the outside rim joist on, and I don't know if y'all can see that. I can get down there. See, you got a couple little whiz bangs in that thing. So what a guy does is we take a scrap chunk here, that's 1.5 inches, string it, get it nice and tight. And that way you get a feller in there with his tape measure, and then you got your tape measure out here, and you measure 1.5 inches off that string. So that way, if you gotta, give it a little bit of yanking here and there, back and forth, you can get an accurate measurement. So that way, when you're all done, that bad boy right there be straight as an arrow. And then here's another quick tip for you. For some of you that don't know, this might be super simple for some, but you never know what folks may or may not know. We're doing this feather 16 on center. So both of us is hooked on. We laid it out. We hooked on that corner there, pulled that way. Hook on this outside corner here, pulling this way. 16. This stuff is inch and a half. What's half an inch and a half? 3/4. So you make your marks 3/4 of an inch back, X towards the neighbor's house. 3/4 of an inch back, X towards the neighbor's house. That way everybody is right where they belong, and you don't have any ding dang looks of bark like that. That's how a feller does this. And then as far as fasteners go, I want to show you guys on the last deck what we use. I call them Gurk screws or GRKs. They're pretty bitchin'. Actually, if you Google them up, they have more shear strength than a carriage bolt, and a guy can just run them in with an impactor. It makes life a lot easier and quicker than drilling holes and monkeying around. It's way more nicer. But I figure I'd get you guys in on this little bit right here. We're gonna start banging in some floor joists. Then I gotta call the inspector again, yay. And he's gotta look at it. Cool, neat. and then we can put our deck on, and then we can get our headers up across these big bastards. That, you know, that one right there was 300 pounds. I don't know. It was juicy. We'll get our header up there, and then probably next week. Today is Friday. Got rained out yesterday. Next week we're gonna pull a bunch of this siding off. We'll get our ledger board across there, get our rafters going, get our deck on, get her blacked in, get her roofed, and then start all the fine little details, putting in the soffit, stuff and things like that. So we'll get you guys back in here at the end of the day and show you what we got done. We'll see you later. All right, everybody. Friday afternoon lunch is over. Get you guys caught up on some stuff and things. Got our framing inspection, passed with flying colors. No big shocker there. But kind of want to show you guys how we go about doing what we're doing. Which on the last deck we picture framed because that's Trex. I don't think I showed you guys that the edge on Trex is not like regular lumber. It's got like all these notches and it looks super ugly. So you got to do this picture frame thing. But I like doing it with pressure treated as well. It just gives it a nice look. You know, a nice little 45 here on the corner, and then return her back in. But to do this, there's a lot more framing and blocking that's involved. So you'll see here I got these 2x6s in here, and the guy snapped a line 1.5 inches down from our top. And this right here is a 2x8 that goes all the way out to our rim joist. So that way, when that guy goes down, it's flush with the top of this. And that gives us plenty of meat, because our new boards, if you see, our joists are going this way. So our new boards are gonna butt into here. And the guy take his router. So when we cut the end off here, as you can see on this scrap piece, see I got that bevel right there, but there's no bevel here. So what the guy does is he takes his router, puts a little router on it, router to edge, so it looks just like that. And then when we come in and we butt into it, I don't know if you can see on that too good, but you kind of see how there's that bumpy bump right there, where if it's routered, it looks like it belongs there. So Tom's working on the other end. We're getting the other end all blocked up. We got the front's all dudered up nice and straight around our 6x6s. And even if you weren't going to do that, this, you know, if you weren't going to picture frame it, if you were just going to run it over to the edge, say, you know, a fella or a fellette's doing it himself, remember down that you still have to block around your posts. So that way when you're gonna notch this guy, you're gonna have something to screw to. And another tidbit, little tip, right on these edges right here, especially these guys, always pre-drill. I don't care how wet this 5/4 is, it will split and you will be pissed. So it's no good. Yeah, we got one there all the way around there. So yeah, it's coming along. Don't know how much decking we'll get done on today, because this deck is 28 foot and I got 10 footers. So I'm gonna have 2 more going this way. So there's gonna be more blocking. I don't know if I got enough material for that just yet today. So the guy's gotta figure out center and how he wants it to look. So we're gonna have 3 sections going in, and then a straight, going in, and then a straight, and then going in. So it'll look pretty slick. And then next week, like I was telling you before, we're gonna pull all this siding down once we get the deck on, so we got something to stand on. Pull all this siding down, get our ledger board up there, get our beams across these posts, and figure out our rafters, get those guys cut, fascia on, the whole 9 yards, and get the roof on and get moving with it. So I'll try to get you guys caught up before the end of the day, but until then, we'll talk to you later. All right, y'all, we're on the job, but fixing to lead the job, because that thing's got to run. Hopefully y'all can hear me. End of the day, Friday. Me and Tommy have had enough. Doesn't look like we got a lot done, but trust me, there's a lot of monkey around when it comes to these blocks and stuff and things. So we got our picture frame all the way down and around the corner. I'll bring you all down there and show you what's shaking with this one. But she's about 8 feet by 27 and change. So, gow, that guy goes straight in there. So there's a good look at it right there. So next week, I'm going to try to shove this one out over the weekend. We'll see what happens. Take a bunch of quote-unquote B-roll, maybe, with the GoPro, we'll see. But next week, we got to concentrate on getting this skirting on the bottom here and the return right here before we can go putting a deck on, because fellas are going to have to get underneath. And that would be awful hard if there was a deck on here. And I still kind of want to go through with the homeowner and see how he wants that broken up. Because this is 27 feet, so a guy can do 10, 10, and then we'll have 2 boards going that way, and then 6 and changers in the middle. But the door on this is goofy, so that's why it's kind of throwing the guy. Let me back y'all up a little bit so you can see. Hopefully y'all can still hear me. Let's see if this works. There we go. So y'all see that to the left of the door is less space than to the right of the door. And then right where that pole is, we had a huge boulder that threw our tube off, so we had to scoot it that way. So if it was me, and of course the handrail posts I'm gonna have to put in, which are 4x4s and they're decorative, so probably gonna be one in the center there, and I'm thinking maybe we'll do one right there, and maybe try to make the stairs look symmetrical coming off the door. That's my take. I don't know. And then we got another set of stairs headed towards the neighbor's house. So still a lot of stuff to do on this one. I gotta get our headers on there, and then a guy just went over and looked at the other deck, the other patio he's got, which is around the corner, and there's gonna be a ton of cedar work to do on this as well. So all these 6x6s are getting wrapped with cedar. The beam that's gonna go across, cedar, and then we got 1x4s going down the pressure tree, a 2x4 on the bottom. It's all cedar, which luckily he has, because I definitely don't want to be purchasing that right now. Moses, that would be expensive. So there's today's project. Couple little how-tos and whys and how we do things. I mean, there's about 70 different ways to skin a cat, I reckon, but that's what we do. With the blocking, especially if you're gonna picture frame, this is the way to go, at least if you ask me. And then as far as the support goes, we got a 2x10 underneath here, leg to the backside, and 6x6s in there, tucked right up to the bottom of those 2x8s. So you could literally park a dumping truck on this thing if you really wanted to. Party on the patio, no problem. So we'll talk to y'all later. Hope y'all enjoy. Like, share, subscribe, all the good stuff. And we'll talk to y'all on Monday. See ya. All right, Monday afternoon progress. Progress and stories. We'll do some progress first. Tom been banging on this cedar all day. Time consuming it is. You gotta get things plumb and get your reveal proper. That and all the cedars buried down the customer's basement. Guy did some stairs today. Awful proud of them fellers. That first step's a little, but we're gonna to get some pavers. He's gonna have to do some groundwork around here. He's gonna put some planters and flowers and whatnot. But this would, if you guys remember back on last week's videos, which hasn't been last week yet because I haven't posted them, but at any rate, if you've been following along with the story, guy was gonna do 2 of these straight guys, and then we're gonna do 10s and whatever. So guy had to get a little ornery today with his lumber door yard. I wasn't yelling at him, I was just yelling at the scenario. So this is 5/4, number 1. So it's 1 inch thick, 5.5 inches wide. 1 inch thick, 5.5 inches wide. The problem my guy was having was when I was trying to go end to end with him, and we won't talk about who they're from. Whoops. This dimension right here was varying from 5 1/4, 5 3/8, 5.5, which is what it should be, and then 5 3/4 in some spots. So when you're trying to butt 2 pieces together like this guy, you get a little boop, 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 boop. And I don't like that, because I paid top dollar for number 1s, and the customer paid for number 1s. So what I ended up doing was I had him take all them 10-footers back. There goes Tom. And I put 1 down the middle right there that I just showed you. So now what we're going to do is, it's about 13 foot and change. And of course, they don't make 14 footers. Shocker. So now I had to get 16 footers. And they measured each individual one before they brought them out to me. And now we're going to start on them fellers after Tom gets this cedar in. And then we got one little itty bitty return chunk of cedar over here that we got to do, which that ought to be fun. We were just talking about that, how a guy's gonna sneak his way in there. So we gotta get a post right there, and then we can down them cedars. And then I got the decorative posts up, so we'll have some handrail up probably after the deck is on. I got one more decorative post to go right here on the corner of that, just to close in this little area. And if you can see way over yonder, those two posts just hanging out, that is going to be another set of stairs going down. So luckily a guy just did a set today, so hopefully he can remember down how to do those tomorrow. So yeah, there's Monday morning's or Monday afternoon, Monday. That's Monday's progress. And heartaches. More heartaches, just before I let you all go, is about 90% of these sons of bitches were cupped. And you want to talk about a pain right in the hind end. When you're trying to keep things straight, level, square, put nailers in, blocking for decking, like this guy right here, blocking, and have a big old cup in it. What a pain right now. Ooh, yeah. So it was a Monday, but we'll have more for y'all tomorrow. So hang in there, and we'll talk to you later. All right. Happy Tuesday afternoon, y'all. So there's been progress and changes. So if y'all been keeping up with this, which I think a guy's gonna crank this one out today, get you guys a little bite on it, and that way when we get the whole thing done, you really see her coming together. But these were done yesterday, but half as big, because the guy forgets, when you're the estimator, the working guy, the money guy, the payroll, like when you're all the guys, sometimes things slip a guy's mind. And the feller's wife wanted the grandioso staircase. So what we did is guy detached the ones I built yesterday and reset over here. So done. That was really quick. And then because the guy built those yesterday, I was able to build on these super quick today. Other than I had to go back to Lowe's Town and, spend way too much fucking money. But we got the boys got the deck boards started today. Those are looking nice. A little freaking scowl, a little straight shot down there. Let's try out these stairs. They're nice. Got a good, what they call it, a cadence to them. They got a nice cadence to them. So what we ended up doing, change, I don't know, 4 or 10. Their plan is to take that door out and replace it with one that has a deadlight on the side of it. So what a guy did, and then let me stand back here. Maybe we can get the posts in. So me and homeowner discussed today, let's just set the stairs the same distance off the big posts. So that's what a guy did with these new ones. And being that the stairs are centered, everything's kind of centered, that's where we put our center, I don't even know what you call that. I don't know, board, center board, buckboard, I don't know. Everyone's got names for shit. But at any rate, so we put it there, hoping that when the new door does come in, we'll be a little bit farther that way and it'll look a little bit nicer. Plus, there's going to be a roof over this thing, so it's going to be really hard to, for anyone from the roadside, really, to really tell what's shaking. But that's where we're at today. All the cedar work is all done on the bottom. We kept a bunch of scraps. I think we're gonna do, like, I guess some baseboard, if that's what you want to call it. We're just gonna wrap the posts with some cedar, try to get rid of some of these little gappages. I mean, you can only get the stuff so tight. And if any of y'all have done any type of pressure treated, you'll know that in about 3 months, this stuff's just gonna open up. The shrinkage is real, but it's finally coming along. It's one of those projects where it seems like it takes forever and forever, and then all of a sudden, whammy, it's like almost there. So tomorrow we're gonna have, the deck's gonna be done, the pre-made spindles and handrails gonna be on, lacking the stairs stuff because I got to custom build that because they don't make a stair section. The pre-built ones only come 6 foot, and Lowe's stuff. But we're gonna get that on, we're gonna get those headers on, and then shocker, we're looking at rain again Thursday, and the guy doesn't really want to pull a bunch of this siding apart and let it sit in a torrential downpour. I don't want to have any issues with that window, that door, while we're waiting at home for the rain to end. So I don't think we're going to pull any of that siding off to get our ledger on to start making rafters. That'll be Friday. But like I said, today is Tuesday. I'm believing Yes, Tuesday. So I'm going to push all this stuff out. Last week's videos, all that stuff. Hopefully y'all watched it to this point. I appreciate y'all. Like, share, subscribe, all that good stuff. And stay tuned for the rest of this big old porch. We'll see you later.